Hello, Mebanites, and welcome back to the Positively Mebane April update. Today, I am joined by our mayor, Mayor Hooks, and our city manager, Chris Rollins. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you. At our April meeting, we recognized two wonderful ladies that has meant so much to the city of Mebane. They have worked for over 25 years for the city, and their impact on the city has been tremendous. Amy Pendergraft has run our Arts and Civic Center ever since it was built, and she has run a tremendous program and has kept the facility in first-class shape. She and along with Holly Clayton has Holly was working for us for 25 years, and Holly has made Mebane absolutely beautiful. All the landscaping and all the flowers and all the upkeep, and her and her crews has just been remarkable over the years. They are both going to be sorely missed. They did their jobs with professionalism. Everyone loved them. The citizens really appreciate both Amy and Holly for their efforts, and we wish them well in their retirement, and hope they enjoy it. And they're going to be hard to replace, but do hope they enjoy retirement.
So this past city council meeting happened on April 8th, and it was a rather long docket item agenda. However, one of the most exciting proposals was the proposal of a social district in downtown Mebane. We received a lot of news coverage and inquiries about it. So Mayor Hooks, can you please describe to the citizens of Mebane what all this will entail?
I will indeed, and thank you. We heard a presentation on April 8th by the Downtown Mebane Development Corporation, or the Mebane Main Street now, Executive Director Barbara Holleran. A social district is a defined area in which a person who is of legal age may responsibly consume alcoholic beverages indoors or outdoors, sold by an ABC permittee located within a designated social district. There are roughly 55 social districts in North Carolina. Mebane would like to join that list, making it 56 municipalities. The requirements of the social district will include only beverages sold by ABC permittees for on-site consumption in the district to be consumed within the boundaries. You cannot consume beverages purchased from anywhere outside of the social district. Beverages purchased within the social district must be consumed inside the boundaries and the hours. The current proposed hours for the social district are Thursday through Sunday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. You must use specially branded cups with special social district logo and purchase location. You cannot consume alcoholic beverages outside of designated social district hours. The current proposed social district boundaries are Center Street, Clay Street, stopping at 212 Seasonal Kitchen and Bar, and North 3rd Street, just past the Go Girl Shop. Center Street will go down all the way to Bright Penny and in right past the brewery. Some of the pros for social district include adding vibrancy and vitality to our downtown, enhancing downtown events such as the Dogwood Festival and the Christmas Parade. It's an economic spark for small businesses. It'll assist in recurring revitalization efforts by making the downtown area more attractive to new businesses and restaurants. It will create an instant entertainment district. The social district considerations increasing police foot patrol within the social district, increasing the number of recycling and trash receptacles within the district, and obviously data tracking, revenue, foot traffic, new business incident will be recorded. The next step in the process is to establish the district. This effort began over a year ago and went through 7 steps: research, determine the goals of a social district, visit with ABC permittees in proposed district, meet with city management and police department, educate downtown community, present proposal to city council, and adoption or ordinance to be considered at a future meeting is the next step, and to establish the social district.
So the social district we're hoping will help boost tourism in our downtown. But aside from that, another thing that we hope will help boost our economy and tourism in the city of Mebane is the proposal of a tax to be paid by people who are not Mebane residents. Chris, can you please explain to us a little bit more about this Alamance County Municipal Tourism Development Tax?
Sure, Kelly. The city now has authority by statute to levy an occupancy tax of 3% through the newly created Municipal Tourism Development Authority. The General Assembly enacted Senate Bill 154, an act to make various occupancy tax changes, which authorize municipalities of Mebane, Burlington, Elon, and Graham to levy room occupancy taxes on hotels and create the Alamance County Municipal Tourism Authority to administer the same. The Alamance County Municipal Tourism Tax would be paid primarily by non-residents promoting tourism in the cities and benefit on our community. The occupancy tax proceeds will be collected. The TDA authority in turn shall distribute the segregated or net proceeds into separate accounts based on the municipality from which the proceeds were collected. The city shall use at least 2/3 of the funds in each account to promote travel and tourism, and the remaining 1/3 of the funds in each account for tourism-related expenditures in the city from which the funds are derived. To the extent funds from one account are used outside the municipality where the occupancy tax was generated, the expenditure of funds must be consistent with the purposes set out in the legislation and must provide direct benefit to the municipality expending the funds. The city of Burlington first joined and created the TDA, then Elon joined, and then Graham joined. And the Mebane City Council voted 5-0 that the city adopt an ordinance creating and levying the 3% municipal room occupancy tax and a resolution joining the Alamance County Municipal Tourism Development Authority at this last meeting.
The addition of a tourism tax, city events, a Buc-ee's, and hopefully a social district is all going to benefit our community and bringing in more tourists, businesses, and potential residents. With this influx, however, we must be able to accommodate and handle the growth. That is why this next docket item that talks about purchasing a piece of land is vital to maintaining our infrastructure and expanding upon our Public Works Department personnel and services. Mayor Hooks, can you please explain to us a little bit about this piece of land and what it means?
Well, we were offered by April Snipes to buy the vacant lot at Waterworks Road and Tate Avenue and Corregidor Street. The city will spend $18,000 for the land purchase and an estimated $5,000 for due diligence such as title examination. The council voted 5-0 for the city to purchase the property at this location pursuant to the terms of the offer, purchase, and contract, provided that the normal due diligence is satisfactory to staff and that staff be authorized to take the necessary action to purchase the same. The purchase of this land will aid us in any future growth of our wastewater treatment facility and growth in our department.
And speaking of the Public Works Department, they help go around and maintain our city's trails, our pocket parks, any type of mowing of the grass or putting in of flowers. They help us with all of that. And one of the projects that is currently being worked on is the construction of the Lebanon Road Sidewalk and Trail Connector. And we have run into some issues with that. And I'm going to let our city manager, Chris Rollins, explain to you a little bit about what they're seeing as they're trying to construct this sidewalk connector trail near Lake Michael.
Thank you, Kelly. The city adopted a bicycle and pedestrian plan back in 2014, just recently readopted a new plan. One of the first real visible outcomes from the bicycle and pedestrian plan is along Lebanon Road. So if you haven't been down Lebanon Road in a while, I challenge you to go out there and you'll see a 10-foot wide multi-use path that 3 or 4 different projects or subdivisions that were built out there have built along Lebanon and along Stagecoach Road. In the middle of that is the Lake Michael Park. So the City of Mebane awarded the contract to Hollins Construction Services for the construction of a sidewalk and trail from Lake Michael Way to the existing sidewalk and multi-use path at Kayak Court at the Retreat subdivision back in September. Hollins Construction ran into some issues regarding construction of the sidewalk as the soils are softer than anticipated and unsuitable along the shoulder of Lebanon Road and along the western portion of the trail. The depth of the unsuitable soil varies from 2 to 3 feet and widths vary from 5 to 10 feet. This requires them to undercut, which means they're just cutting out that unsuitable soil. They're then installing a geotextile fabric. The geotextile fabric and geogrids are being installed to reduce the quantity of the undercut. This is sort of a transition from the soils that were being removed back to the suitable sand, rock, and stone material that's being installed to provide a suitable base to support the sidewalk and trail. The contract is a unit price contract, and a significant undercut excavation is required to construct the sidewalk and trail. The current amount that was estimated and awarded to Hollins was $597,169. The change order for the unsuitable soils is estimated at $100,000 that will need to be paid for the required undercutting and stabilization of the subgrade for the project and the additional geotechnical engineering services. The council voted 5-0 to approve the change order in the amount of $100,000 to Hollins Construction Services. A motion to adopt the budget amendment appropriating $100,000 from the fund balance to the contract item was awarded. This is an exciting project, filling in part of the missing gap along Lebanon and Stagecoach for the multi-use path. This is the portion on the city property at Lake Michael. Joining that to the west, the grading has been completed for the multi-use path that's being installed as part of the Tupelo Junction subdivision. And then that piece will join the already completed multi-use path on Stagecoach Road. So we're really excited about this first multi-use path being completed in Mebane and looking forward to that project being completed soon.
And those were some of the hot topic main items that were discussed at the April City Council meeting. We do have a couple announcements and reminders for you all, as April and May and all the upcoming months are going to be rather busy in terms of events and community outreach. The first announcement we have for you all is that the Water Quality Preventative Maintenance Program, otherwise referred to as a chlorine burnout, has officially ended. Earlier last week on Monday, April 15th, the Graham-Mebane water plant switched from chlorine back to chloramines, which is the federal and state standard disinfectant for drinking water. We are reminding residents that the water will continue to meet federal and state standards for drinking and is safe for consumption and use. However, if you have specialized industries such as medical facilities offering kidney dialysis, fish tanks, pond owners, and some businesses that use water in their production process should still take precautions with the switch back to chloramines, as it may require adjustments to their current filtration and treatment systems. If you have any questions, please contact the Graham-Mebane Water Treatment Facility. This weekend is the 36th annual Mebane Dogwood Festival. It is the longest running street festival in Alamance County, hosted by the MBA or Mebane Business Association. It's a family fun event that's going to kick off this Friday, April 26th, with a golf tournament at Mill Creek Golf Course at 9 a.m., followed by a 5K race at 6:35 p.m. Then join us for our main stage headliner, the Mason Lovett Band, from 6 to 10 p.m. There's going to be carnival rides, a movie showing for the kids, food vendors, available for the entire family, and that'll all take place from 6 to 10. Then they're going to be showing the Super Mario Bros. Movie at 7 o'clock. And thanks to the Recreation and Parks Department, there's going to be an arcade trailer near the movie showing. So the games are going to be free. Feel free to go in there and check them out. Lots of fun, different games to choose from. Then we're going to kick off the Dogwood Festival on Saturday morning, April 27th at 10 a.m. And we're going to have food, arts, carnival rides, craft vendors, the annual car show, a beer garden, and multiple different stages offering a variety of entertainment from dancing to singing. You won't want to miss out. And all of this is going to go from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday. If you would like more information on this year's event, check out the Mebane on the Mic episode. It's episode 9 called Gearing Up for the Dogwood Festival with MBA President Valerie Beausoleil and Administrator Claudia Clemente. And that is available now on Podbean or the Positively Mebane website under the audio library tab. Also, beginning last week, the City of Mebane started performing a resurfacing operation to mill, patch, and resurface city streets. Work began on Monday, April 15th, and is going to last anywhere from roughly 2 to 4 weeks. Please note the work is subject to change based on weather and production, so please be aware of workers, equipment, and trucks in the street and drive slowly and carefully. For more information on how the streets receiving repairs are chosen, or to learn the different street repair methods used, including the difference between them, head over to the Positively Mebane website and read the latest Mebane City Beat article, Prolonging Mebane's Infrastructure. A schedule that will tell you what streets are being worked on and what days is also available on the city's social media accounts. That includes Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And you can find us by typing in City of Mebane. It's hard not to miss, I promise. Then we also want to remind everybody that the Spring Litter Sweep is going on right now. The 2024 Spring Litter Sweep started on April 13th and is going to last until April 27th. It's traditionally scheduled for the last 2 weeks of April and September, and it is the North Carolina Department of Transportation's biannual statewide roadside litter removal initiative. Residents throughout the state participate in local efforts to help clean up North Carolina's roadways. If you are interested in becoming a volunteer and you would need cleanup supplies, please go to ncdot.gov/littersweep, and there they will provide you with reversible orange and blue trash bags, gloves, orange safety vests, and all of that's going to come from your local NCDOT County Maintenance Yard office. If you find any unusual, strange, or interesting items during your litter cleanup, use the hashtag #StrangeLitter on social media, and you can join in on the excitement. That's it. Those are all of our reminders and upcoming events. Thank you so much for joining us for the Positively Mebane April update, and we hope to see you this weekend at the Dogwood Festival. Thank you, Mayor Hooks and Chris.
Thank you, Callie. Thank you, Chris. And remember, Mebane, stay positively charming.